How did you or did you keep yourself focused on reaching your goals? Okay, I did keep myself focused and I did reach my goal. I'm going to read the rest of the question and then I'll answer it as best as I can. Did you take any detours to reach your goals? Did you have a stall for weeks, months, where you didn't lose any weight? What kept you going on living the weight loss surgery successful lifestyle? Did you have a moment where you just didn't care anymore or got comfortable with yourself? If so, what did you do? Or what did you say to yourself? Or what did someone say to you to get you back on track? Most of you probably know my story. I had the VSG. I am 2 3/4 years out. I lost a majority of my weight in the first 10 months. I lost 120 pounds in the first 10 months after my VSG. It came off pretty steadily. I wouldn't consider having any stalls because I may have gone a week or two at that point without losing anything or staying the same, and I don't really consider that a stall unless it lasts for months or so. And to stay on track, I followed the rules. I ate protein first. I ate very well. I had the motivation of the support on YouTube, and I also knew that I could lose the weight because I had done it 3 times in the past. I had lost 100 pounds on my own, but it all came back. So I knew that I could lose it. I had to focus, and I did, and I stayed focused, and I stayed accountable on YouTube. But once I got to the 170s, I started at 293 and 175-ish, I felt comfortable. Things in my house, my life changed dramatically. My husband was a career Marine in for 12 years, and he is no longer in the military. He was not needed anymore. And that came to a shock, and I kind of changed focus. I ended up having to get a job and go back to work, and I have a disabled child that lost her therapies, and I was happy. I was in a size 10. I was just living, and so I kind of didn't focus on anything, and I really still ate pretty healthy, and I didn't gain any weight. But after about 5 months and my life had settled down, I put a call out for help, kind of. I made a video, and I basically said, did I fail? Can I consider myself a failure because I'm less than 20 pounds away from my goal of 159 pounds? And I stopped trying. I was still working out, but I had allowed myself, a treat here, a treat there. I wasn't counting my food for probably about a 3-month period, and Wendy snatched me up and said, look, I'm going to be your accountability buddy, and we're going to get you to goal. It took a while. That last 20 pounds for anybody is really hard. That last 5 pounds is really hard, but I got to my goal November of last year and stayed there for quite a while. Stayed there continuously for probably about 10 months before I decided I wanted to take another 10 pounds off. So I have been successful by being accountable to my accountability friends, by being accountable to you here on YouTube and using my tool correctly. I eat right. I don't abuse my sleeve and overeat ever. If I need to measure my food, I will measure it. And if I feel like I am eating too much, I will start using a Tupperware 1 cup container. I, almost 3 years out, can still most of the time eat less than a cup of food. I have been at this level since I was 6 months out. So at least the last 2 years, I've had the same size pouch. So to answer that question, I did have a time where I felt comfortable. And I think the reason why I stopped there is because that's as low as I ever got before I had weight loss surgery. When I had lost my 100 pounds, the lowest that I ever got was 169 pounds. And I was happy there. Size 10, I look normal. Everybody was saying I look amazing. So I just kind of stopped. And I think some people do that. And that time that I had, that 5-month period, gave me the opportunity for my body, my mind to catch up with the changes. I didn't see the new me, and you know, it happened so fast. I needed some time to adjust. But since then, got to my goal, had my plastic surgery, now 10% or 10 pounds under my goal, with a body fat of about 16 to 17%, and I'm running marathons. So how do I stay successful now? Accountability, friends, exercise, having a new fitness goal. I do not have a weight loss goal. I do not want to lose any more weight. I am between 144 and 149. That's my range. If I go to 149, I do a correction day. My correction day is a yogurt day where I eat fire yogurt all day long as much as I want. I'm not depriving my body of calories or protein, but it helps flush the excess water out, and I drop a couple pounds. So I get on the scale at least once or twice a week, and if I am over 149 now, I do an adjustment. So I keep within my lifetime range of 144 to 149, and as long as I see those numbers in between there, I'm happy. I still count my food. I was using MyFitnessPal, and I really love that program. For a long time, I was tracking my food on there, but lately I decided I wanted to make it easier, so now I just have a piece of paper and I write 2 columns, calories and protein. And at the end of the day, I put my calories burned, my water drank, my protein, and my calories. And I do that every day. It doesn't take very much time at all. And even if I can't get to it right there at that meal, I remember in my head, I take a mental note of what those calories and what those protein were, and then I get back to it. It's not exact like I was with MyFitnessPal, but when you do the MyFitnessPal, you have to really find that item. It takes a lot longer, and it's a great tool to use when you're losing, because you want to see those fats, you want to see those carbs, you want to see the protein, and that gives you that breakdown. But now that I've been in maintenance for 13 months, I don't feel I need to do that. I am trying to adjust to a more normal lifestyle for myself, and that's what I found. And I hope that answers your question. Merry Christmas to everybody, and see you next week. Bye.